Hey, what's up my peoples? MGO here, the freaking geek himself, and it's time to just transform Moon Studio Cool Peak. So without further ado, let's just transform it. So to begin, we'll start off with the hands. Just open up this panel, flip the hand in, close that up. Open up the panel, flip the hand in, close that up. We're then going to come up here. You want to untab the shoulder sections here and take the arms and shift them back on this double hinge like so. Bring them back. You also have this little panel right here that will flip out right there like that. Same thing the other side. Just rock that back. Undo this little panel here, flip that out. You're then going to open up the chest. You have these little panels here, which are also going to flip out of the chest. These are very stiff. There we go. Do that. Rotate the shoulder sections forward. You can close the chest back up. The head is going to come forward on the double hinge here. Be careful because you can't pop his head off. There we go. Just bring that forward like so. Once you've done that, you bring the arms up like that. And once that has happened, you want to rotate the forearms 180 like so. You also have these panels here that you want to flip out. So, and like so. So once you've done that, you can take these panels here. There are two panels on double hinges. Undo that. You have a little panel here you flip out, and another little panel here that you flip out. Lots of little panels. So undo that, and again, just open up these little panels. Open up little panels. Okay, bring all that up and over, and the arms will collapse down, and you have a tab that will go into this slot right here in the arm. Just line that up, and that should just tab right in, like so. Same thing on the other side. Go down, and that should just, oops, make sure that these panels stay out of the way. There we go. And tab that in like that. So once you've done that, let's take these sections here, and these will all link together in the middle, like that. You can leave this section up for now. Yeah, you got that going on. So now, you can undo all of this. Helps if you bring these panels in. Now this will swing up like so, and you have tabs and slots right here, and that'll just pop in like that. And once you have that all situated, you can bring these panels back out like so. Then you can bring this down. You have a little tab slot connection right there. Just line that up on either side like that, and then this section here will just come up and over, and you have these posts which will go into these ports right here. Slide that up, and that should plug in right there. This side, one side always wants to move around. There you go. Down, this section will also push in, and you got that going on. So the wheels just come up on this double hinge, tab in there, open them up. You can flip out the little retaining tab if you want to. I never bother with them, but you can flip those up if you want to further lock those wheels into place. But there we pretty much have the front of the train. So now we will work on the legs here. So what we're going to do with the legs is we're going to come back here to this section, swing it out to the side. You also want to take the foot here and bring that out just kind of rock that up a little bit so you can flip the toe up and in like that. The section here with the wheels, you want to swing that out. All of this will disconnect and come down. You can raise this up. This little black panel here, you just flip that in and raise this section up. Once you have done that, you can collapse this leg in like that, and then you can bring this back up. This section here with the wheels will rotate up, and you want the hinge oriented like that, that L configuration, and then this section here will just slide right in underneath that, like so. And that's how you want that looking right there. Once you've done that, you can shift this down. You have a panel here that flips out, and another little panel here that will flip out as well. Then you just close all this up. And there you have that side all done. Second verse is just like the first. Open that up, bring that foot out, shift, flip that toe out, then flip it in, and just leave that off to the side like that. This rotates down, undo all of this, bring this section up, and fold that little panel in, fold this black panel out, collapse the leg, like so. Then you can bring that back in, rotate this back up, and again, make sure you have that L configuration going on there, so you can then slot this in right into the side, right there, like that. Then just collapse this back in, flip out this panel, flip out this panel, close that all up, and there you go. You can open up these wheels. Again, if you want to use these little retaining tabs, you can flip those up if you want to, but again, I don't bother with them. And then you just bring the two halves together, like so. And these wheel sections will clip into one another. This is never the easiest part. There we go. They'll just interlock like that. There we go. Make sure these panels stay out. And we're pretty much at the home stretch here. Make sure these panels here stay together. Make sure everything is squeezed together. And a couple more things we need to do. So we need to kind of bring this panel down, untab it. It will swing in. Again, just make sure all these black panels are out. That will tab in to the side, and then you can just swing this out the rest of the way, like that. You do the same thing on the other side. Just bring that down like halfway. Untab it, and you can just swing all that in. That'll sit underneath like that. That'll tab in, straighten all that out. And lastly, but not leastly, actually still a couple more things we need to do. Bring this down. You have these tabs that will go underneath this section here. So bring this down at an angle first, like that. And then you have the tab slot connections right here on either side. And then you take this section here and it will just shift over to the side on double hinge. Like that. So it sits in the center. And there you go. There you have Cool Peak in his train mode. And now to get him into combine mode, we're going to open all this up. All this, open that up, like so. You want to take these panels here, bring that in. That will help you swing this out. Bring that back, tab it in, close that up. Just bring that in, bring that out, tab that in, close that up like so. Once you've done that, you're going to take this whole section here and untab this, bring it down. Actually, before we do that, we want to come under here and remove the combined mode hand. Just pop that out like that. Now you want to take the wheels, flip them in. You want to rotate them like so, and then bring this whole panel in, and that will sit right in there like that. Once you do that, now we can bring these panels in. So you can swing all this down. You have this panel right in here you want to push in and flip up like that. And the combined mode hand, you have these little spring-loaded bits here. So you want to take this and just feed it through here. And it's not the easiest thing to do. There we go. Feed that in like so, and it will come out the other side like that. And then you want to take this section here and just fold that in, and that will lock that in place. And that's how you want that looking. So once you've done that, this panel here will just collapse on top of it. Tab right in. You can bring all this right back up and tab this back into place like so, and this will tab right back in where it was. And this section here is on a double hinge. You'll just shift upward and just close that up on your side like so. And we got that going on. So we're done with that. So now we can move on to the back section here. So what we're going to do here is going to split all this, open all this up like so. Close the wheels up. You want to untab this section here and also bring the foot out again. You want to flip this panel in, bring that panel down. I'm going to bring this out because we do want to rotate the foot back out. Get hold of that, like that. And leave that there for now. This section will swing out to the side. This section you're just going to bring down. And you're going to bring this out so you can swing this panel back in. Once you've done that, you can bring the leg in, and then you're going to bend the knee to 90 degrees. Like that. And once you've done that, you can take this section, just swing it around, and that will tab in right there like so. This section here will open up and just come down like that. The section here with the wheels is just going to rotate up into this opening here, and then you can bring the foot back down and tab it back in where it was, like so. Now you have that side done, and we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So start the wheel, open that up, flip this little panel in, flip that down, open up the foot. This side's stiff. Flip that out. You may need a tool to help you. There we go. Flip that out. Bring it in like so. Undo this. Bring that down. Swing that out. And bring that up. Flip that in. And then bring the leg back in. Bend the knees to 90 degrees. Then just rotate the wheel up. You basically want all those hinges in there straight. And then you can just bring this down, collapse that back in. This again will swing around and up and tab in right there. Open this section, bring that down like that. And once you've done that, just bring the two halves together, like so. Squeeze it all together. And the last thing you're going to do is you're going to rotate him at the waist, like that. And there you have Cool Peak in his combined mode. And to get him back into robot mode, I want to start off with the legs. Just split all this, split everything, bring those legs out so you have room to work. Open this up, flip that down, and you can straighten the leg out. Actually, before you do that, my apologies. Undo this and swing this out to the side here, bring that down, and then you can bring that up, and you have a tab here that will go into this rail right in here on either side, so make sure you line that up, and that will slide right in. Just bring that in about halfway, then bring this down, and then you can slide that in the rest of the way, and that will sit right there in that notch. You're going to straighten the leg back out. You want to bring the foot in just so you can rotate all this around. So this is going to sit like this, and this is how you want the hinges looking in this configuration here. Oh, and also you want to flip out this little black panel. Should have done that first. Again, my apologies. There's a lot of panels you have to deal with here. Come on, there we go. Bring that up. Slot all that in. Bring that in. And there you go. That will sit there. And that will sit there. So what's going to happen now is you're going to swing this in, and you have a couple tabs and notches that need to be lined up. So you're going to swing this in, and that should just sit right in here with all that. Come out to the side like so. And there's also a little tab slot connection that happens right in here as well with the section that the wheel is on. And if you have everything oriented properly, that should also just tab right in to the side, like so. Not like so, like so. There we go. And you just bring the foot down, and there you have the leg all done. Second verse, again, is just like the first. So bring that out, bring that around, and tab this section, swing that around, bring that down, unfold all of this, bring out the little black panel first, and swing that foot out, bring all this out like so. Again, just bring that up, line up those rails, bring that down, and that should just slide right in like so. Straighten the leg out, bring that down. Again, just rotate this wheel assembly up. Like that, and just rotate all of this in. And that should swing in, that should line up, and that should tab in right there, like so. Collapse the foot down, and there you have the legs all done. So now we can move on to the upper body. Rotate him at the waist. Oops, nope. Rotate him here, there we go. You want these details facing forward, like that. So now we are going to Haven't done so already, just bring these in, untab all of this. Bring all this down. You can then open up this little section here. That will allow you to squeeze this together and remove the combined mode hand. Then you want to take this little panel and flip this back over, close that up, like so. This will just collapse down and sit right there, like that. You can take these little panels here, collapse these in, and we can untab this whole roof section here. Untab all that. We can open this up here for now and bring the arms up. And then we can just untab all of this, disconnect all of this. The section here, just shift this back over, flip in this little panel, flip in this little panel, then collapse all of this down and collapse all this down like so. You can just bring that down for now. Same thing on the other side, just flip that down and flip that down. Focus, camera, focus, there we go. Bring all this down and collapse that down like that. Then rotate the arms at the bicep. And we got that going on. So now, you want to take these panels here, flip these in, and then take the arm here and shift that shoulder forward on the double hinge. So panel here gets flipped in, tabs in right back there. Same thing on the other side. Flip that in, shift that shoulder forward, like so. And flip in this little panel there. And run home stretch. Rotate the shoulder sections back. You can take his head and shift it back as well. Open up the chest. Close up these panels here. Close up the chest. Bring this up. Bring this up over his head. The section here with the wheels, just bring that up and out of the way. As far as the hand goes, you want to rotate this little connector piece. It's basically sitting like that. You want the thumb in, and then this will just plug right into the body, like so. Bring the fingers down against his back, and then that will just, there we go, make sure it snaps in place. Bring that down. You want this wheel section like this, so this tab is sitting vertical. Then you can bring this assembly down, and this tab will go into this slot right there. Just bring that down, and that will tab in. These little black panels have little grooves that they can sit in. So get that all tabbed in like so. Everything will sit in its place. And we can tab these shoulders into the sides here. And last thing to do is to open up the form, flip out the hand, open up the form, flip out the hand, and there you go. There you have Cool Peak back in robot mode.